Chaotica, hello. How you doing? A squid with wings. That is a squid with wings, nice. You're working? Hell yeah. The work do need to be done. It do be like that, it do. I'm facing the unfortunate circumstances of taking the weekend off from writing and suddenly having other ideas that conflict with what I had already done, so now I'm having to go back and change shit. Dreaded plot bunnies, yeah. Mostly like tightening of like logistics, like location logistics. But one, it shouldn't be that hard to. Yeah, it shouldn't be that hard to adjust it. And on top of that, even if I wind up having a like, if there's like a portion that I'm like, yeah, this doesn't work anymore, it's fucking nano, baby. You don't just delete that shit. You copy it and move it out of the active like chapter range, and you take it down here and you paste it back in. Cause you don't delete words in Nano. Not even if you're 99.9% certain you are just never gonna use them. You don't delete words in Nano. It's hard enough getting to 50k without deleting without deleting words.
Doing what I can with what I got.
Hey, thank you for the 100 bits. I got this. I hope so. I'm doing pretty good so far. But I don't know if you're in the same boat. I'm definitely hitting that. It's the middle of the month. Like half the month's already gone, and the end of the month feels very close. You don't even have 5k? I mean, you've got up to 5k, or almost 5k, I would say. The point is, my brain is still foggy as hell, but the point is, you got words that you didn't have at the start of the month. At the end of the day, that's what Nano's about. Whether you make it to the goal or not, that's what Nano's about. They have to thank you for the 31 months. You know what? My speakers were on. I might actually leave them up a little bit, even if it captures in the mic. That way I can potentially hear the notifications if I'm not focused on chat. Super bad this year. You weren't even planning on doing Nano, so you're not sweating it. Yeah. Writing something is better than nothing, exactly. I don't know. Have we talked about? You've done Nano previously? Is it like a semi-regular thing? I've been doing. Wait, I can probably check because it's the website should have all my previous projects and stuff. So I can never remember exactly how many years I've done it. Oh, okay. This is apparently my 9th year. 8th Nano. An ML for Washington State usually. Ah, nice. Took this year off. Too much work stuff going on. Just wanted to chill. Oh yeah, I feel that. I feel bad because I don't like. I've been doing it for like I guess apparently almost 10 years. But I don't usually take part in any of the like the nano community stuff. I kind of just like go off and do my own thing. I've been to a couple like the writing meetup things at like Starbucks and whatnot, and they're cool. Like I enjoyed them, but I usually just if I'm writing, I'm just camped out privately. It is, yeah, it's very flexible. That's why like it's very flexible in like how you can approach it, and it's very flexible as like even by their own admission they have like tips for how to get to 50k words, and like some of those tips are just straight up insane, where they're like, you want some free extra words? Just every time you use your character's name, use their full name, use their middle name every time. Because it turns it doubles one word into two, or perhaps even triples it into three. And I'm like, that's ridiculous. I haven't gotten that far, but I have my little trick, and I haven't been doing it with this one. The little seam break asterisks thing. That's counted as a word. Oh shit, now it's 3. Just put a space between the asterisks, and that's just 3 easy words. If you do a lot of scene breaks, that adds up. And you know what? I would say don't use contractions. Yeah, there's some things like use the full name and don't use contractions that like I could never go that far. Not because I think it's cheesy or cheating or anything like that, but just because it's so counter to how I normally write that, like, I'm saving future me a headache by either. So like, when I go to, like, clean it up or edit it, I don't just lose my mind having to take all that shit out. Yeah, it throws your brain out of the flow. But, so my little caveat to that is spaces between the asterisk. That's easy to do. That's so easy to do and doesn't conflict with my typical writing rhythm, to the point that I'm now tempted to come back up here and do it on every single one real quick. I think that's what a lot of people who like they go into Nano and they like, not that it's a bad thing to take Nano seriously, but they like kind of go at it like a little too seriously from the aspect of being harder on themselves. Where it's like, oh no, you can't do that because that's cheap, and that's not like you're not adding any new content. You're literally just hitting space twice a bunch of times. And it's like, well, the cheat, like, Nano is designed, like, it comes with a manual of, like, how to, like, cheese it. Because they realize how insane it is, and sometimes just mentally, you need all the help you can get just to stay motivated and see the number creep up. Like, this isn't gonna give us that big of a boost to, our total word count, or my total word count on this, but it'll be a nice little, like, oh, okay. I've got, like, 30 more words than I did before. Very easily. Sparse rate, you usually have to go back and add things to your novels anyway, so it's like, ugh. Yeah, I can feel that. You don't think you're trying for publication, they're just doing it for the challenge. I'm gonna write a novel because you met so many people who never written, finished a novel before, and that's the aim. Yeah. That's and just like getting into the mindset of like not getting too in your own head to self-sabotage yourself out of, like, not being able to do it. And, like, not caring about, like, oh, well, I put down 1,000 words, but I don't think the 1,000 words are any good. It's like, well, it doesn't matter. You put down 1,000 words. You can make them good later. That's not the point. Yeah, this has to be yeah, like, I've known people doing Nano who have deleted words from their project because they'll like write an entire chapter, not like the chapter, and then they just delete it and start over. And I'm like, what are you doing? No. Like, if you think the chapter sucks, that's fine. Rewrite the chapter. Save the original chapter in your Nano project. Because those are words. You did them. Oh. Oh, shit. Yeah, that didn't take that long at all. I am still in this chapter. Like, this chapter being important. Like, I over the weekend, I was like, there's so much I want to change and add to this chapter. And I probably, like, honestly, like, the way I'm going about it, I'm probably not going to have to delete anything. Or take anything out. I'm just going to have to add to it, which is a good thing. But even if I was like, all of this sucks, I want to start it over from scratch. Well, come here, you. Copy. And you just put it down here. Just leave it there. Until you get to the editing phase. It's not hurting anybody. And then you don't have that moral, or not moral, but like mental, like, breakdown of seeing yourself go from like such and such number of words and suddenly you're missing like 2,500 words that you have to redo. What the hell? Don't do that. Here's the real question though. How much did my little scheme add? 25,712. 25,774. It's not much. $62 words, apparently. I have a document aside that has all the shit. Yeah. And that's usually, like, if it wasn't, like, for Nano, where, like, I just like looking down and seeing what the total number of words on the project are in, like, one lump, and I don't have to add multiple files together. That's usually what I do. Like, if I'm going back through something and I'm like, I don't like this, I want to rewrite it, like, I don't throw out anything. At least when it comes to, like, digital projects. I'll just put it into a different file and save it. For, like, years until I'm finished with it, the whole project, and I go back and I'm like, I don't need this anymore. This can go into the digital shredder. So, actually... yeah, see, there's stuff... everything I want to add can be added on ahead of this. And actually, this... needs to go ahead. That's actually the start of the chapter, I think. Oops, that's not what I wanted. There. You delete, you're bad. I mean, whatever works for you. Like, I'm like, I put, like, my mindset is, like, I put effort into doing this, and even though I'm not using it right now, there might be something in it I might want to go back to eventually to use it. So, I might as well save it, because if I delete it, then it's gone forever. And especially with digital files, like I seriously need to go through just like all of my computer files and do like a deep spring cleaning of it, of everything. I've done it in little spurts, but I've also done it in very lazy ways. Like I think my most recent attempt, like I started going through stuff, and then that just like going through. I don't know if you have it, but like going through old project files, like suddenly it pulls your focus, or it's like, well, now that I'm looking at this, I just want to work on this now. And it's like, well, I don't really want to work on it because I'm working on something else. And then I get too deep in the sauce where I'm like, well, shouldn't get rid of this. So in order to just like do a very cheap and lazy declutter of some of my files, I just made a new file called the junk drawer and just mass dumped everything in there so that later I can just go through it. Clutters up your brain space. Yeah, and it definitely and it does for me too, and that's why like occasionally I will make the effort to go back and just like be very firm with myself and be like, you don't need this. Get it the fuck out of here. I'm honestly better with like physical stuff in that sense. Like it might take me a minute, but like I've been lugging around like an entire storage bin of notebooks that I've had since I was like a kid with various stuff in it. With that mentality of like, well, I might want to go back to some of these things at some point. And yeah, I just went through it and I was merciless. I was like, nope, nope, nope. All of this is trash. It's all garbage. I don't need to hang on to this. Ripped it all out of the notebooks and then shredded it. And I've got like an entire bag of shredded notebook paper over there. That I kind of want to do like a burn. I want to burn it. It's been 30 years. Yeah, yeah. Not a full 30 for me, but close. Probably close on some of it. Well, 25 years at least for some of it. And it was like I just locked myself in the office and just for like 2 days, I think I just went through stuff and cleared out all the notebooks. And it was kind of heavy because it's like this has been a part of my life and this is my history from like when I was a kid and growing up. And that feels kind of weird to just like destroy from reality. But at the same time, like yeah, that cluttered brain space that you were talking about. Like once I was done, once I had pushed myself to do it and shred every last thing, I was like, I feel lighter. But because I'm still a maniac, like I still had like I now still have the stack of notebooks, a lot of them anyway, because I didn't fill all of them up completely. A lot of them, like I'd use it a little bit and then I'd move on to another notebook for some reason, or I'd use different notebooks for different things. So I've got a lot of just blank sheets of paper, and they're innocent. They don't deserve to die because I didn't use them soon enough. So now I've got a stack of empty notebooks, and I have some weird inclination that I want to do something with those notebooks. But I do longhand writing so infrequently that I don't know yet how I'm going to utilize the notebooks, but I want to fill up the rest of those notebooks with something. The intent be different if it were kept around as like memories, but a lot of it was like, I'm keeping this because what if I need it? Yeah. Writer equal notebooks forever. Like there are some times I just like I like longhand writing for like synopsises or notes. Like that's usually when I use the notebooks. But even that's rare because like now I've gotten into the habit of just using a separate document file to put all the notes into. Some things then do a fundraiser for charity, send them off to fans or something. Oh, that'd be neat. That would be cool. Because I think that was part of why I kept all the other stuff around for a long time too. Was like the what if eventually someone is interested in my 12-year-old scribblings? Hey, fish. Living the dream? Oh shit. Who's dreaming this? And how do we get them to stop? Took a lunch break early to sit around and do nothing? Fair enough, yeah. Oh wait, I don't have that pulled up. Probably never. Yeah, I did read that. Never's got some fucked dreams. Fish has gotten belly up. Blub blub. Flush. You've got the dropsy. Oh no. You have the ETB, depending on how you feel after your break. You might be calling it a day. Alright. Gary came by and fixed the H2O pressure in the baño. Nice. Gary, Jerry, Scary Gary Jerry? From Graveyard Keeper? Talking Skull? He's a trolly little bitch, but he's my friend. Jerry? His name is Gerald, though? Yeah. Need not to do things involving your spine. Nap time, you really just want nap time, oh shit. Riot for naps? Oh, the riots for naps? Oh no. Wait, isn't rioting counter to what naps are, though? No? Well, I guess if you're rioting, you're expending a lot of energy, which then would make the napping easier to accomplish once you've achieved the goal of getting your naps. Okay, it took me a second to think a little bit deeper on that, but yeah, I get it. This is perfect logic, yeah. Do you have riot for naps, like, picket signs? A nap catalyst, yeah. I'm gonna make some after a nap. I'm asked for those that need them. Ah, yeah. There's a picket sign slogan for you. Fuck this crap. Give me a nap. There, you can chant that. So prepared already. That slogan fits everything. It does, yeah. It's multi-use. Yeah. Is what crap are you referring to? Any of it. Any of the crap. Anything that can be defined as crap. Fuck it. Take a nap. All of it, yeah. Any of it, all of it. All the time, yeah, it's timeless. It's a timeless slogan. It's not dated to any one singular event or issue of crap. It's universal. Space alien can come down from the other side of the galaxy and see that slogan and be like, I understand this message. Because we may be evolved beings from the Plutonian galaxy 18 billion light years away, but we too have crap. And we also appreciate naps. Evergreen. Windows simulation at the top, it's going to say more time for, and then when you open the blackout curtains, you're going to be laying your head on a pillow napping. That's involved. That's less a picket sign, that's more a diorama. It's like a shadow box. Oh dang, Neffy, thank you for the 50 bits. Let the ad biddies rain. Hell yeah. It is that time of year when ad biddies do be flowing usually. Thank you.
Doing what I can with what I got.
Oh shit, and a sploosh with a hundo biddos. Thank you. Speaking of rain, rain also makes you want a nap? Oh yeah. I think that was part of... No. I was gonna say, I think that was part of why I didn't stream during the tropical storm, but no, it was exclusively because it was a particularly bad storm and power was being unreliable. But it was also convenient after, like, making that call to just enjoy the rain for the rest of the night. Your fingernail is still blue from the cupcakes? Something else of mine is blue from the cupcakes. That was some powerful dye in those fucking cupcakes, that's all I'm gonna say. Gonna bring that whole box of cupcakes to the leasing office. There you go. Whoa. What cupcakes? She had cupcakes. Leftover cupcakes from Mary's, yeah. What are we watching tonight? We are watching... Oh, well. It was a never request tonight. So we're starting with Hidokawa Evil Comes Home, which is a Japanese horror anthology thing, and then we're following up with another Japanese horror anthology, Kadan, which has another continuing title that I don't remember offhand. Really good, not overeating. You're afraid that could send you backwards? Yeah. Have to AFK for a bit? You'll be listening? Right on, Chaotic. Thank you for popping in, enjoy your AFK lurkage. Wait, I can probably find the dang... Where is it? Oh, that's not the right... It's this one, right? Yeah. Wait. I can click start watch party, but we're not starting a dang watch party. I'm just using it to quick search the... Yeah, that's it. Kadan Piece of Darkness. The second feature tonight. Not binge at all. You're pretty proud of yourself. Nice. You also don't want cupcakes for days, which is why those are going to the leasing office. Makes sense. Jesus. What's going on my phone? Stuff on my wish list is on sale. Oh, yay. I'm gonna go use the... Right back. Big ziti for dinner, cheesy goodness, oh my god. So, Neffy, thank you for that pile of cards. You send them to me as you get them? Yeah, yeah. You thought you had a foil in there, but you have no clue what happened to it. You might have honestly, maybe, I don't know, maybe you sold it. Because the foils are usually, tend to be worth a little something. I've never encountered any as valuable as the ones Dizzy mentioned, where it's like hundreds of dollars or something like that. But that'd be nice. Oh right, you sold her a while ago. Makes sense. I mean, to be perfectly honest, I sold the majority of the ones you sent me, or I'm in the process of selling them, because I shifted gears on how I want to aim for the badge. Right, like now instead of just trying to get every badge for every game I have, which is insane, because there's way too many, and it'll take me way too long to do. That I'll never be able to just do what I ultimately want to do with the ability to earn and sell cards. I narrowed it down to only doing the badges for the games I really like, as well as like horror games. So rarely look at those damn cards, yeah. Yeah, because that way it allows me to, because like at the current level I'm at, I get like a booster pack, like a random new booster pack, like maybe once a week. If I can boost my level to where I'm getting them like every other day, that's when the Steam profile potentially starts not fully paying for itself, but like it starts generating money that consistently enough where I can be like, yeah, I'm just gonna use this and save it up to buy games. And it's not gonna take me like 5 years to do that. Because, by the way, Fish, if you've got any Steam trading cards that you don't want, I will gladly accept them. Like, I know... Can't remember what Dizzy says with his cards. And it's one of those things where it's just like, if you want the cards for whatever reason, even if you have no intention of doing anything with them, you just like having them in your inventory, then yeah, fine, keep them. But if you just do not care about them at all, and you just want to clear out your inventory space, by all means, send me your orphan cards that you have no interest in. With the knowledge that I will likely be, if it's not a game that I like on my list of favorite games, or if it's not a horror game, I will straight up sell them for what I can get for them and then turn it into other cards. Sadrina, hello. How you doing? Watching a Korean TV drama? Nice. I'm not watching any K-dramas. What's up today in here? I'm working on getting further along in my NaNoWriMo project / speedrun. Cranking out dem words. Although later tonight, 9 p.m. Eastern, we're going to be doing another horror movie double feature. Watching some Japanese horror anthologies, which should be cool. Got into the K-drama show because of a Facebook hole you ended up in a few months ago. Those things do happen. Are you enjoying it though? of like Game of Thrones, but without boobs and magic, then what's the point? Nah. That's awesome. And here's where I get to admit a dirty, dirty fucking secret that will get all nerd cred that I have stripped away. I only ever watched like the first season and a half of Game of Thrones. I never watched beyond that. Which, I was enjoying it fine, but usually, like, fantasy stuff usually isn't my bag. So I started watching it while it was still ongoing, and then I kind of fell way behind, and then it was almost over, and I'm like, well, at this point, I might as well just wait for the whole thing to get released, and then just binge through all of it. And then the whole thing came out, and a lot of people weren't happy with the last season. And then, you know, a little time went past, and I'm like, you know what, I just, like, I don't think I care. I don't think I care enough to, go back and watch it. Like, I'm just, like, yeah, the episode, the stuff that I watched was very good. I liked it, but there just wasn't enough for me personally that I was like, I need to see how this ends, or I need to see like what all this is about. Walking Dead. I followed The Walking Dead for like 5 seasons before I just kind of tuned out of it. I got sick of feeling depressed every episode. Yeah, like the first 3 seasons of Walking Dead were pretty good. I enjoyed the first like 3 seasons. And then after that it just became kinda I just lost interest in it. Started to hate The Walking Dead when the tank came to the prison. See, and that's that was part of the initial start of my disconnect with Walking Dead, because like, have you read the comics? No. Okay, so in the comics, and I haven't read any of the comics in a long time either, but like I had read the comics up past where they were in the show. In the comics, the whole governor plotline is handled way differently, and in my opinion, way better. Like the governor in the show, honestly, my takeaway from the governor in the show was he was kind of a sympathetic villain. In the comics, no. He is pure fucking evil. And he does really bad things. So that when really bad things are then later done to him, it's retribution and it's cathartic. So yeah, the whole governor plotline in the comics was like, holy shit. And then in the show, they changed a lot of stuff. And then they left some stuff from the comics, like Michonne attacking him and ripping him apart. That happens in both the comics and the show. In the show, Michonne kind of does it because she doesn't like him, because he stole her girlfriend, and she's kind of just, from my takeaway, was kind of just being a psycho. In the comics, what she does to him, and she does even more to him in the comics, but it is 100% justified because of what he directly does to her. Like, he captures her and tortures the shit out of her for a while before she escapes. And then she comes back and enacts her revenge, and it's like, oh fuck yeah. And then you think he's dead, and then he shows up at the prison in a fucking tank, and it's like, oh damn. Fuck. But in the show, they changed a bunch of stuff, and I was like, it's interesting. It's interesting to see a more sympathetic version of the governor, but like, it ruins so much. Like, it made me like completely dislike Michonne, who is one of my favorite characters in the comics. And, the revelation that humans are terrible, which, like, after I got out of The Walking Dead and really kind of started thinking about it, that really is all that show is. And it was especially, if you've not seen Z Nation, I highly recommend Z Nation. It's like The Walking Dead, only it's not pure nihilism. Like, The Walking Dead is just pure nihilism. In Z Nation, there's fun. Like, the apocalypse sucks, but people are making do and learning to roll with it. And on top of that, they have they start episode 1, season 1 of Z Nation with, we have a plan. It's a fucking crazy plan. It might not work, but we have a plan to end the zombie apocalypse. And this is your mission. So it's not just meandering, waiting to die. Nothing matters, everything is meaningless because we're all infected and eventually the dead will win, regardless of what we do. It's, we can stop this maybe, let's try. Novelty for you was the zombies. Once that was no longer scary or the point of the show, you lost interest. Yeah, and see, that's the other nice thing I really liked about Z Nation. Z Nation also has, humans are scummy things. Sometimes they can be. So there are a cavalcade of human villains in Z Nation, but the zombies remain a primary threat throughout Z Nation until maybe the last season. Because the zombies in Z Nation, one, it ain't limited to humans. Zombie animals are a thing that are utilized. 2, the zombies have permutations and evolve. So there are radioactive zombies. There are plant hybrid zombies. There are supercharged nuclear blast zombies. There's no there's no end to the variety of zombies that Z Nation keeps coming up with. So the even though they're like, okay, we know how to deal with the zombies, well, yes, but they keep changing. And they also use the Walking Dead, the horde, the big huge packs, they utilize that, but the way they handle it is way cooler. The way they eventually deal with this super horde that's just rampaging through everything is the coolest shit ever. It's got, for a lower budget show made by the people who gave us Sharknado, the level of scope that they go to in terms of settings and events is so much beyond what The Walking Dead has ever done. The Walking Dead is just trapped in the backwoods of Georgia for 10 years. And that's it. That's the only place they're at. Z Nation crosses the country and back again. It goes all the way across the country and then loops around through the country throughout the entire span of its show. I highly recommend it if you dig zombie stuff. Get your graveyard keeper zombies to change. Yeah, right? At one point, once I get through the DLC stuff in my current graveyard keeper run, I'm gonna... Because I have zombies, but I've never really looked into, how to optimize them and, make them super efficient. I'm gonna look into how to make them better efficient. Because that's one of my goals for this new Graveyard Keeper run. I want full zombie automation anywhere I can, as well as a perfect, fully stocked graveyard. Which is going to take a hell of a long time, I realize that, but I've never done it before, and I really want to see if I can get it done. Talking Z Nation, you love Z Nation? 10K is so good. All the characters in Z Nation are so good. 10K is great. Doc is amazing. Roberta is amazing. Murphy. The character arc that Murphy goes through is just so wild. he's such a yeah. He's Dr. House in the zombie apocalypse. Like, he's such an utter asshole, but he's the sort of asshole that, like, you love. Because he's not pure scum. Like, he does care, but he doesn't want to care. So he treats everyone like shit so that they won't care about him, so he doesn't have to care about them. But it doesn't really work. And he also has a bit of a god complex, which sometimes takes over, and then he becomes pure asshole. But he's still lovable. He's your asshole, yeah. Yeah, we were talking. I was pimping Z Nation because Cedrina was talking about Walking Dead, which sent me off on a little rant about The Walking Dead. But then I remembered how much I loved Z Nation, which I resisted for so long because I remember when Z Nation came out and I'm like, oh, it's the cheap knockoff Walking Dead show. I'm sure that will be terrible. So I just didn't even give it a try for the longest time. And then I was at a horror convention in the hotel room and I woke up and Sci-Fi Channel was just playing Z Nation episodes. I didn't know what the hell I was watching for a minute. And then I realized it was Z Nation. Already by the time I was like, this is interesting and kind of cool. What the fuck is this? And it's like, oh, it's Z Nation? Oh shit. I gotta watch this. I haven't yet checked out Black Summer yet. Although from what I've heard, Black Summer has a very different tone than Z Nation. Because it's like a prequel show. That apparently is supposed to take place before the apocalypse got really weird. You'll learn what happens next in your K-drama, still lurk until your phone dies. Right on. Thanks for popping in, Cedrina. Enjoy your K-drama and your lurk. Wasn't sure how you felt about it at first. Yeah, just based on the promotional material and like knowing that Asylum had made it, because at that point I was like, Asylum just cranks out Sharknado movies and like those, like, they intentionally make garbage shit for people to just like laugh at. I don't know about that. But thanks in part to finally giving Z Nation a shot. Like, my opinion on the Asylum is like 180. Because now I realize they're not like, because there's like two levels of just intentionally making trash stuff. Like, you can just intentionally make trash stuff to like earn a quick buck and like make people point at it and laugh at how bad it is. And then there's like what Asylum does from what I've seen, which is like, it's campy, it's goofy, but it's fun. It's not necessarily bad, it's in the sense that like it's a badly made product. It's just so off the wall ridiculous in the premises and whatnot, but like Z Nation has like tons of ridiculous premises, but they build their world up in such a way that it's like, sure, why not? Why the fuck not? And I occasionally have to, like, occasionally my brain gets way too analytical and critical of things, and I have to remind myself that that's dumb, and I like inherently goofy shit. Like, that was my reaction the first time I saw a Jurassic World trailer, and they show Chris Pratt and his like biker gang of raptors driving through the jungle. I'm like, that. My first initial reaction was like, that's the dumbest shit I have ever seen. What the fuck are they doing? And then I remembered the first time I saw a trailer for the A-Team movie where they're trying to fly a tank. And my immediate reaction to that was, that is the greatest thing I have ever seen. And I realized, oh, right, yeah, no, I like dumb shit like that. So actually, Chris Pratt and his raptor buds is really cool. And I'm excited to see how they make that work. Z Nation is filmed pretty close to your area. Nice. Yeah, every once in a while, my analytical adult brain kicks in, and I'm just like, I like serious art. And then the majority of my brain has to jump up and be like, no, you don't. You like dumb. Like, you can appreciate serious art, but like, you also like a dumb, childish stuff that just fills you with glee. And there's nothing wrong with that. I actually loved Eureka and didn't realize they made Z Nation for a long time before. Oh wait, oh shit! I think I only saw like 1 or 2 episodes of Eureka, but I remember hearing very good things about it. And I didn't know Asylum made Eureka, or was it Asylum, or was it just like the showrunners from Z Nation also did Eureka? Do recommend. It's fun, nice. Yeah, and if it's from the minds that gave us Z Nation, then yeah, that's like I'd already heard it was good. But if it's like got similar kind of Z Nation goofy vibes, like catching it randomly on TV was definitely what sold me on Z Nation. But I was already kind of like leaning towards like maybe I should give this a shot when a buddy of mine got into it and was talking about how good it was and mentioned that there was an episode with Bill Moseley with a rocket launcher, and I'm like, wait a minute, hold on. I kind of need to see Bill Moseley with a rocket launcher. But yeah, I think where Z Nation succeeds, where Walking Dead fails. There's a lot of ways, but in my opinion, but Z Nation knows how to like. Z Nation can be serious. Like there can serious shit happens, emotional shit happens, fucked up shit happens, but Z Nation knows how to break the tension. Z Nation knows that sometimes you have to start an episode with a giant wheel of cheese rolling down a hill, smashing through zombies, just so you can have a laugh. You should have your Excel sheet for me soon. Nice. Oh man, still not at a split. Close though. Couple hundred more words. Who is the A-lister in Devil's Advocate? Because there's a lot of big name people in that. I think primarily it was meant to be Al Pacino. Although I suppose Keanu Reeves could also fit. Although, Keanu Reeves could also fit, but like Keanu Reeves has also done several things in the horror genre. Whereas Al Pacino, like, really maybe only two. Yeah. He was in Constantine. He was in Freaked. He was in that one movie. Yeah. He's been in a. He's not like a horror primarily. He's like Kevin Bacon. He's not like a hardcore horror actor, but like he's not adverse to like going into horror roles. So he's got like a handful of noteworthy ones throughout his career. Like Kevin Bacon, like Friday the 13th, Tremors, Stir of Echoes, Hollow Man. Like Kevin Bacon will always come wandering back to horror every once in a while if he sees a project that like he digs. You want to watch Freaked is so good. You also want to watch Tank Girl yet again? Tank Girl is also very good. I feel like Robin Williams really reached into his depression for a 1 hour photo. Yeah. That is highly possible. You gotta make some sugar-free cookies for Diana. She's diabetic. Oh. Had her a tray full of death. Whoops. Well, you know, you cover that. You could say, this is from my shitbag neighbors. Who totally knew you were diabetic and sent this intentionally. Yeah, that's what they did. She asked you how they were over the weekend? Not as terrible as they have been in the past, from my opinion. Just gonna call the mother? Ah. She wants to see if mom got the warning notice. Ah, yeah. Girl Like Store is 19? Oh. You found that out today. You were like, I knew it. She treats it like a dorm room. Still rude as heck. Rude as fuck. 19 or not. Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah, seeing suspicion she was young, still over 18, you can knock her out if she ever comes knocking on your door again. Well, maybe not for just knocking on the door. I would say, you know, you want to make sure you're not the one instigating any violence. And that you have, physical evidence that you were defending yourself. And even then, probably not worth it. Because I've seen even very clearly responsible parties just left to walk free due to other circumstances that are just bullshit. I'm sure they throw the first punch and it's called self-defense. It should be. It, like, absolutely yes, but, like, at the same time, I have seen it not go that way, even though it very clearly should have. Which is why I'm just like, yeah, I'm not. No. Absolutely not. Out of aggression, yeah. Which I won't get into the details of the event I'm talking to on stream, but yeah. I can share it off camera. Just call your cousin, beat the shit out of you, fine. You'll tell. What? Don't let me call video. Yeah. The ideal is to just not let it get to that point, though. She does it because you called it. Yeah. Expect if you were to even open the door, it's going to be a throwdown, which is why you didn't get your ass out of bed that time. Too tired to have a come to Jesus with a kid, you needed a nap. Yeah, and I mean, riot for naps. That's my mentality. Just because somebody be knocking on your door doesn't mean you gotta fucking answer it. Let them knock. And if they're too persistent about it, well. Then you got even more evidence for the coppers. Be like, yo, I called you about this bitch. Now she's at my door, pounding at it, yelling at me through the door. So I need you to send someone back out to come scoop her ass up. Strike for naps.
Welcome to the party, pal!
Hey, Joan Sloan, thank you for the follow. Welcome. See, having my speakers on did work. I heard something and I looked over to check the notifications and I saw it pop up. Try to do it the right way first. Sonny from Bronx. I mean, listen, I'm just saying, like, even if you believe you're 100% in the right, and there's even evidence to support that you're 100% in the right, shit can get flipped on you. Fully teasing. Okay, I just want to make sure. You really just wanted to use that line. Ah, fair enough. It is a good scene. Switching to the computer. Alright. Ding. Ho ho ho, 26 minutes. Thank you, Neffy. Is that for 26,000 words? It is. Nice. But shouldn't it technically be 26,000 bits? Like, if you want to get accurate? I don't know what the fuck I would do if somebody just dropped 26,000 bits. What would that be? What, $260 worth of bits? That would be amazing. I think I would go a little insane if somebody did that. Can't afford that at the moment. No, 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 no. I would say that's not me fishing. But cause I am, but it's not me sincerely fishing. I throw it out as a joke. Your brother dropped 1,000 bits on you the other day and you almost cried? Damn. Yeah, Frog dropped 1,000 bits in here the other day on me, which is always a surprise. Like bits alone are always a surprise and much appreciated, whether it's like 1 or 1,000. But it's rare to see larger numbers of bits get thrown. But it was immediately he was immediately punished for dropping that number of bits on me because my 1,000 bit notification thing is Pennywise from the original It film laughing, and Frog doesn't like clowns. So I don't think. What's weird though is like Frog's dropped chunks of bits on me before. Like I feel like he's dropped like 1,000 bits on me before. Like back when we were doing the Dark Souls absurd goal, like he was dropping pretty good chunks of bits. If you want, what is it that I'm paying you back for? Yeah. Yeah, I didn't even. It had been so long since I had set up all those notifications, and a lot of them, like especially like the mostly like the ones the one gets that you see is the Bud from Day of the Dead giving the salute. Occasionally, you'll see the Tremors 2 one because I think that's for 100 bits. But the bigger bit donation notifications, like I set them up like 3 years ago. So I kind of forget like what it is I had set for each one. Like I think I have. I can't remember if there's one between 1,000 and 5,000, but I'm pretty sure the 5,000 one is just the iconic scene from Scanners of the dude's head exploding, because it's a pretty accurate visual representation of what I'm doing, if that or what I were to do if that were to happen. Because it's just like, what? What are you doing? Your follow gif every time until someone falls and then you remember. Yeah. I remember that one pretty well just because it's John McClane saying, "Welcome to the party, pal." Which is like the only notification I have which isn't like strictly horror. Because I was just like, it's too good. It's too good for a follow notification. Wesley from Princess Bride saying, "Get used to disappointment." Nice. Your bit scares the shit out of you every time, right? Yeah, because it's like all the seagulls from Finding Nemo saying "mine." And for a minute there, you had it like, so if any notifications played, like 10 notifications would play on top of each other, so it was just like this huge blast of noise. took it upon himself to fuck with you more when that was happening. He kept dropping like 5-10 bits at a time. I swear, like, if you want to make money on Twitch.tv, you gotta lean into the mentality of chat. And chat's sadistic mentality of just wanting to fuck with the streamer. I maintain that's why that my ridiculous Dark Souls goal got achieved. Because I was like, I don't want to do this, but if you pay me enough in a certain amount of time, I will do this. And chat was like, what's that? We can torture you? Okay. Your shares redeemed 17 hydrate things last night. See, that's why you gotta set that shit on a cooldown. yeah, everybody should go follow Chaotica. I've been in on, like, I raided you the other night. I think I've lurked in there a couple of times. And it's a real chill time. Cooldowns are no fun. Excel sheet has been sent. Thank you. I'll check that later. There's some sprinting, there's lots of ad, very questionable content. I mean, I do nothing but questionable content. Katie, I'm gonna go out on a limb. Alright, I'm gonna just based on that phrase. Are you familiar with the webcomic questionable content? Eventually you'll stream again and show how mediocre you are at games. You're fine. Sounds familiar, you'd have to see it because titles and you. Yeah, fair enough. I followed it for a good while. It is good. This is kind of like a slice of life, like an atypical slice of life kind of webcomic. See, now I'm wondering about timeline logistics. I'm gonna use the bathroom real quick.
killer ones.
These is still charging a little bit, but they should be mostly charged. One's fully charged, the other one should be mostly charged. Time off you took is not for napping, it's for movie watching. This has worked in your benefit. Yeah, that's right, because this Saturday is the Spook Show. Have a community chat that people can hop into if they want to. Having a lot of people jump in lately, so might have to figure out a system for too many people in VC gets too rowdy. We love you, everyone. Calm yo tits. Yeah, those have been like I've had a couple. I had a couple of those early on where I would just like jump into a VC, and it was pretty much like anyone could jump into the VC if they wanted to, whether they were streaming, not streaming, playing the game we were playing, not playing the game we were playing, and yeah. It very quickly devolves into like losing control. The spoop shows, yeah. So that's why I now have a secret Discord with just like kind of just the small group that I regularly play games with and do co-op stuff with. just to manage it in such a way where it's just like it doesn't become like rude or hurt anyone's feelings, where it's like, hey, get out. So I can get a bit much. Channel Discord cannot devolve any further than possible. You're a degenerate. I mean, likewise, but like when you're live on Twitch, you kind of have to manage that to some extent. Like it can't be a full-on free-for-all. And by just having open comms that like anyone in the Discord could jump into, like yeah, it's kind of like it's not inviting it, but you are leaving that kind of window open where someone could just like jump in and say some shit before you can really do anything. And I'm like, I don't want to have to deal with that, so I'm just like, here's a separate private Discord. Everyone in this Discord is cool with everyone else. We're all like basically verified stream safe. Which is not to say, you know, squeaky clean and whatnot, but like, we know how to act. We know the lines we can go up to and where we can't go up to or can't go past and everything like that. So and we all banter well too. So it's like it's a good dynamic. So at that point, it's like if you're in this Discord and there's like a call out of like, who wants to play? It's like anyone's invited. It's an open invitation. It also helps me with scheduling because I'm really bad at like asking people if they want to do stuff until it's like 5 minutes before the thing, which isn't fair to me or them. So it's just like if you're in the Discord, it's an open invite. If you're available, hop in. If not, whatever. First come, first served sort of thing going on eventually. Yeah. Don't leave your windows open. Fresh air is for dead people. That way you don't have to pick favorites. Definitely not afraid to boot people out of the VC. You can lay smack down. We'll have a chat, yeah. I mean, yeah, you have to have that mentality for sure. But yeah, that was also like what I wanted to do like with the private Discord, where it's just like I'm not you not being in on one co-op thing doesn't mean I don't want to do co-op with you, but a lot of times, especially with games, like there's a finite number of seats. So it literally just is, like you said, first come, first serve. Like, we have this number of spots, who wants in? Like, who's available, who wants to do it? Have so many. Yeah, especially, like, past a certain point, like, it just becomes noise, because you'll have, like, 8 people all talking at once. And, like, 4 different conversations going on at any given time, and it just becomes incomprehensible cacophony, which, again, like, part of streaming, at least for me, is to, like, put on an entertaining show. Like, there's you know, doing what I want to do, having fun in my own way, but at the same time, with the idea that I'm going to have like, even if there's no one in chat, like, it's being broadcast because it's for an audience. And it's so that an audience who may or may not tune in will enjoy the experience. So, managing that so that you can put on a good show. Which, I mean, that's just my own personal feelings. Like, obviously, like, people can stream and do whatever the fuck they want. Like, I don't really care. Like, as long as you're having a good time with it and you're not, like, being actual, like, not a good person, then, yeah, run it however you want to. Can't get it out, but after this match, yeah, we'll do rotations. And even then, a lot of times, even if like, especially in that private Discord, like, if somebody's not actively playing the game, but they just want to hang out, like, yeah, you can pop into the VC and just hang out. But again, because everyone in that VC, like, they're, like, co-vouched for. Like, everyone in the VC is basically vouched for each other, and we've done so many things together that it's like, we all know the score. And we all know how to banter with each other. Also set VC to private if you need to. Oh yeah, for sure. I just made the whole. I just made a new Discord and made the whole thing private, like, invite only. And anytime we pull new people in, like, we all kind of like, hey, I'm thinking about, like, what about adding this person? Is everybody cool with that? Go beyond the score because we're dizzy, and that's lovable. Oh yeah, well yeah, and it's not meant to be like everyone. It's not like everyone in there is expected to, like, maintain any kind of, like, form-fitting, like, this is how you behave and blah blah blah. Like, no, like, we're all our own personalities. But we've meshed those personalities over a long enough time span that they mesh well, and we know how to play off of one another. Alright, so here's the problem I'm running into, logistically, with this. Watch him if you ever game with us. He'll take you to a void in Minecraft, hand you a present, and the present will kill you. Yeah. Oh yeah, no, Dizzy is pure chaos. Like, Dizzy is the one that if we're playing golf with your friends, he's like, we should turn collision on. And then he will not give a fuck about getting his ball in the hole. He will exclusively just try to hit other people's balls to fuck them up. Oh yeah, no, Dizzy's great. And I think the reason why Dizzy can get away with this stuff is because it's all in good fun. And if somebody is like not down with it, like I'm fairly certain they could just straight up like say, "Hey Dizzy, like cool it a little," and he will. He'll respond. Because yeah, I remember. Yeah, so yeah, if the other person's not also laughing, or like in jest being like, "Oh fuck you," yeah, I'll also apologize because he's Canadian. Yeah, exactly. And honestly, I don't think, like, not even just like full span. Like, I don't think any of us have gotten like sincerely angry with one another about stuff. Like, we've playfully ribbed each other to like kind of correct certain behaviors, but in a lighthearted way. Because I remember at one point Dizzy was going hard on challenges and DBD and playing like super egregiously selfishly just to focus on his own thing, and we kind of just ribbed him for it a little bit in a half joking, half serious manner, and he's like, "I got it." I'm sorry, I gave you a bomb and blew you up. No. With that one, he denies. He denies that he did this at all. Even though I'm pretty sure there might be a clip. Yeah, he denies ever doing the bed bomb in Minecraft. He denies stealing Fish's horse in Stardew Valley. Like, yeah, he'll tell you can trust him, but you can't. But just by knowing how little you can actually trust, and again, in non-serious gaming capacity bullshit, in real bullshit, you can trust him. But in like knowing you can't trust him in a gaming capacity weirdly makes him trustworthy because you know he's gonna fuck with you. It's like playing something with Never. Like, you know Never is going to be devious. Really bad at games, you get your mates killed a lot. Oh yeah, that happens. I think it helps that, like, again, the group that I tend to play with maybe the exception of Frog, like, none of us really take the game itself too seriously. Like, Frog, he's got that competitive edge to him. Like, he wants to win. You have a quest failed counter that you made into a goddammit counter on your overlay and kept count because you kill everyone so much. Oh no. Frog's by the book, but even when he's playing with it, yeah. Frog takes games very seriously. He wants to win. He wants to do them by the book. There's a process to follow. But even that, he doesn't get like genuinely, or at least in my experience, he doesn't get genuinely angry if the people around him are taking it a little less seriously. Honestly, it just lends itself to comedy because he'll be taking it very more seriously, and then there's me. He doesn't take hardly anything seriously. So that playful strife comes into play, which I think is very amusing. Don't play with you if you don't like losing. You will lose a lot. You just fuck around your bad things. I mean, yeah, like, I'm not bad at all the games I play. I'm not the best by far. But by and large, it is all predicated on fucking around and having a good time. And it's nice because then anyone who plays with me, they come in with that criteria where it's like, so like if I was to invite you to play a game, like DBD or something, you're like, I don't know how to play, I'm not very good, I'm gonna get you killed. That's fine. Can you have a good time and banter? That's all that matters. Game skill is like very far on the list of whether or not I'm interested in co-oping. Play with some worse so we can laugh at you. I'm gonna stream the Rainbows thing. Treat it more like hanging. Yeah. Well, that's also kind of the vibe I'm going for. Even like on the streams is like, don't tune in if you're looking for expert level high tier play on anything. Tune in because you want just the casual, chill hangout time. Because, like, these are fucking video games. Like, I play video games to have fun. I hang out with friends to have fun. Not to inject even more stress into my life. That's ridiculous. Like, I may get tilted at a game, but, like, because in the moment it's hard not to sometimes, but, like, I'll allow myself that for a period of time, not long. And even that, I'll try to make it as entertaining as possible on some level, even if I'm genuinely just pissed at a game. And then I'll take like a 10-second little like disconnect moment and be like, it's a game. Fail epically, it'll be great. I mean, those are some of the funniest moments, honestly. Yeah, watch because you want to laugh and be entertained, exactly. Oh yeah, I also have a Discord. Okay, so my issue here is Dan has had a Slimoid explode from his gut, and he was taken to the hospital to get patched up. I don't know how long reasonably he would be in the hospital before they released him. To the point that he could, like, go fucking just slum it at a bar getting drunk. I feel like realistically that would be at least weeks. Which is a little bit of the issue. Like, I've had issues with figuring out what the timeline of this whole thing is, because it all take, like, the way it's coming out is like, it's all, like, it's just things happening back to back to back. There's not really a huge passage of time. Or it doesn't feel like there's a huge passage of time between scenes. But realistically, especially like now, to do this, it's like there should realistically be a passage of time that takes place. Sent you. Wait. You sent Chaotica your Discord? She's in mine. Ah, okay. I wasn't sure if that was in relation to the Discord conversation or the Excel sheet. Popped in CPM. Oh, okay. That's why I asked you wanted her to have mine first. Ah, I gotcha. You were gonna be like, oh, hey, just jump in my... Fuck this asshole. Just come into my Discord and... That's fine. But then at the same time, in my brain, like, I don't want to just time jump weeks. Because that seems weird. Because then I gotta figure out what the fuck has been going on. Aside from Dan recovering from his injuries, what the fuck has been happening for weeks? Also, so distracted you forgot that you have a short day today and you have some deadline stuff to finish up. Right on. Yeah, get the work done. Well, I think to solve this, I need to just, what I was intending to do for this chapter, I need to move to the next chapter and do, like, basically flip chapters, because this, yeah, that makes a lot more sense if I flip the next two chapters around. Oops. Yeah, the Discords are pretty much filled with the same people. Yeah. Or at least the same active people. Watched 1 hour photo last night. You're about to do Devil's Advocate right now. Get that out of the way because it's huge. Yeah, it is like a 2.5 hour long movie. It doesn't feel like it, but apparently it is. Yeah, I've seen that movie multiple times. It wasn't until I pulled it up on Plex and saw the total runtime that I realized it was that long. I was like, bullshit. But apparently so. Alright. You know, I could gain like another 1,400 words easy if I just copied all of my notes into the main file. I will resist that temptation for now. I'll save that for like if I'm getting right down to the wire and I need a final boost. You have a theory on why? Sure, yeah. We can definitely cover that on Saturday. I give you a tip to talk to someone at resident retention in Spectrum to try and get your bill lowered. Oh. Nice. Bias thing is lining up wires so they may actually be able to get you Frontier at some point, but it's not going to be anytime soon. Oh, nice. Because it's basically Comcast, and Comcast is the devil. Oh, no. Honestly, all of the... From what I've seen personally and heard, like every single cable company, ISP, whatever, they're all kind of shit. It's just playing them against each other to find one, to make them not be so shit. But, yeah, Spectrum... I've had many issues with Spectrum. Not so much with Frontier. Yet, like... Fiber, they're not that bad. 100 up, 100 down. Fiber for like less than 60. Oh yeah, no, I think it's basically, we've got basically the same thing. I think it might be 200 up, 200 down. For I think roughly $60. Like, and like no noteworthy outages ever. Like it stayed solid. Like, if it's blinked at all, it's been for, like, moments. And then it's fine. Verizon up in New Jersey, Foz is perfect there when you lived with the roommates. It was Frontier that bought Verizon here, yeah. None of them never problems. It's always been... Yeah, Spectrum's services... Yeah. Like, as far as, like, yeah. I had Spectrum... Well, originally I had Bright House before Spectrum bought them, and Bright House was like, you'd run into the occasional issue with Bright House. Once Spectrum bought them, like, it was like the number of issues just went up and up, and it wasn't even so much like, you can't blame it fully on the company because it was like location-based issues. But even then, they were just so reticent to actually fix anything. And if you made the effort to, like, insist that they try to fix things, because they kept claiming that they had fixed things, even though I could see that the problem was not fixed, they would start then insisting that you paid them to fix problems with their system. And I was like, no. You're not gonna charge me to alert you to a fuck up in your tech. Absolutely not. You should be paying me to inform you that this problem exists so that you can fix it. Not charging me extra fees. Yeah, they'll always tell you that it's you. Yeah, unless you can 100, even if you can 100% confirm, like, no, it's a problem with your shit, come fix it, they will still try and convince you that it's not them. About not getting you a lower bill, even though you've paid your bill on time for about... Yeah, and that's... Like the mentality of you've been a customer with us for a prolonged period of time and we've never had any issues with you paying your bill, so that means we can charge you more money, right? For the exact same service, we can charge you more, right? No! That's not how that works. And it's because they're all so scummy and people have a tendency of just jumping from one company to the next that the only real incentive they have is to, like, cut crazy deals and discounts for new customers to lure them in before keeping them long enough so that those discounts can drop off. And it's like, well... And then they try to insist, like, oh no, well, we were giving you, like, a huge bargain before because you were a new customer. But unfortunately, that deal has now run out. So this is the price we should have been charging you the whole time. We were just doing you a favor by not charging you that. Headache, tummy ache, nausea. Oh, that's not good. But yeah, any company that's like, we jacked up your bill by a noticeable amount, and then when you call to figure out what the fuck is going on, stands from the mentality of, well, you should actually be thanking us for not charging you this much the whole time, is like, that's a complete, just broken thought line. A story more writing. Hey, Frog. Called a migraine for you. Nap time, yeah. Feed the cats for me and then go lay down. Oh shit, it is like 5. Alright, well if you're feeding the cats, then I guess I can go a bit longer. How you doing, Frog? We were talking about you earlier. All terrible things, I assure you. Why would we bother talking about you? I know, right? It's so weird. No, I was talking about the unfortunate incident where you threw 1,000 bits at me very, very kindly, and I repaid you with a clown jump scare unintentionally. Whoops. Caffeine related, slightly food related? Maybe. Never given me a thought. That's what and that's also what I was wondering, because like back when I was doing that ridiculous Dark Souls bit goal, you were throwing like big chunks of bits a few times.
What I got.
Thank you for the 999 bits, Frog. +1. Thank you. Oh damn, he found a way around it. Getting around that. I keep telling you, Frog, if you just cheered more, if you cheered like 2,500 bits or 5,000 bits, you'd get past the clown. But thank you for the roundabout 1,000 bits. You know lower works. It's true. It's true. There might be something worse lurking past. I really need to go in and see what all my alerts are, because it's been so long. Like I said, I know like whatever like the biggest like predetermined bit donation is, like the threshold limit, like the largest like default threshold limit, I know it's the dude from Scanners with his head exploding. I know that for a fact. But I feel like there was at least one between that and Clown, Pennywise. I just don't remember what it is. Clowns is more clowns. I mean, I can't confirm there's only the one clown and 1,000 bits. Like, where do you even go to look that shit up? Hold on. Because now I'm curious. It's gotta be on the back end, right? Content? No. Community? I doubt it. Streaming tools? No, this is just a bunch of download shit. Preferences. Channel. Oh yeah, it's probably in here, right? somewhere? Oh wait, maybe affiliate. No, this is just the affiliate onboarding shit. Wait, subscription names, emotes, loyalty badges. You can turn off ad-free viewing for subscribers? What? I mean, I'm not going to. I didn't even know this was an option. I'm glad it's turned on by default. Minimum bits to cheer. Minimum bits. Oh wait, bit tier rewards, badges and emotes. Oh, that's badges and emotes. It's not notifications. Is it in channel? Social links, stream schedule, streamer. My streamer shelf. Other channels who you recommend to your viewers. Oh. Okay, that's just my auto host list. Which is fine. Allow all raids, yeah. Milestone, no. Ads still play, you just don't have control of where they play? What the fuck? For subscribers? It's all on the Slobs dashboard. Oh, right, I did do it through Slobs.
Doing what I can with what
For
I got.
Streamlabs, that's right. Hey, Frog, thank you for the extra 100 bits to get me to pay attention. I was already paying attention, but thank you. Streamlabs or Stream Elements thing. Oh, yeah, you're right. Wait, Alertbox Library. No, this is just predestined things. Or pre-made fucking garbage. Now when you started typing, got him. Cloudbot. It's in the dashboard. Ah, dashboard, okay. Thank you. Alert box? Yeah, yeah, this looks right. God, it's been 1,000 years since I've looked at this. Bits. Open alert variations. Okay, so yeah, one bits to 99 bits is Bub. 100 bits to 999 bits is Burt Gummer from Tremors 2. 1,000 to 4,999 bits is Pennywise. 5,000 bits to 9,999 bits. I'm not sure what that is. Is the thing. I guess I can test it. Or edit it. What is this? Oh, okay. Now I remember. It's not a clown. I won't say what it is, because if you want to see it, like, you gotta pay up, motherfucker. And then, oh shit, hitting back just took me all the way out. You son of a bitch. Like, I know 10,000 bits is scanners, but I wanna just confirm that. Yeah, it's 10,000 and above is scanners head explosion. Unsub, unfollow. you want me to test all the alerts? I'll give it to you. I'll give it to you. Calling the policy? What? Calling the police? All of them? Yes, every single one of them. Starting with the Pennywise one, and then just just doing the Pennywise one a bunch of times. No. Just the ones no one has likely ever seen or ever will see. Let me go back in. Bits, not bytes, bits. Open alert variations. Okay. So here's 5,000 to 9999.
From the prime time, bitch!
There's that one. Here's the 10,000 and above. Now that's one hell of a sploosh. And I by doing that, I've accidentally made myself the stream boss, so sorry. I was a little concerned that might happen. Very not safe for work. It was very loud in your office. Listen, I'm not responsible for what you're doing at work. You knew the risks, and so did I. Yeah, you're in a mature stream, motherfucker. Don't you rickrolled me. Frog started it. I'm curious as to seeing what other alerts. What other alerts do I have? Follows, seen that. Subscription, bitches love cannons. What's my host one? Oh, right, yeah, it's Murphy. Oh, yeah, here you go. Chaotica, you'll like this. Can I test this somehow? Test hosting, yeah.
It's the apocalypse, baby. Roll with it.
Don't lie to me, Twitch. I do not have... Do I have 254 viewers in here? No, the 4. The 4 was accurate. The 250 was just absurd. Yeah, I think that's it. Well, aside from like I got raids set up.
You done good.
1,636. I just raided myself with over 1,500 people. I don't fucking think so, but thank you for putting that existential nightmare in my own brain. Yeah, I think that's pretty much all the custom emotes I put together. Oh yeah, no. I was talking about Z Nation and Chaotica chimed in with like, oh hell yeah. Burf and 10K. Yeah. Waifu? Automod? Waifu? I've seen Automod catch some really dumb shit. Waifu? What? What the fuck? And I'm glad Fish just like auto cleared that like immediately without me having to say anything. Because like, what the fuck? You don't even have... I have automod just in case. Just in case someone just bombs in and just immediately starts saying some really vile shit, I have automod. Just to be safe. Just to... But primarily what automod has done in practice is it catches stuff... Like, some of it I can understand because it's like harder curse words and whatnot that I personally don't give a shit about. Especially in the context I've seen them used when automod has caught them. And then really dumb shit like that. Like, there was something else that automod caught that I'm like, what triggered automod? Like, I didn't even understand what it was doing. Like that, kind of like that. I was like, why are you being automodded? Like, you didn't even curse. Automod is sensitive. We're teaching it. It's like when you get a new phone and the phone insists on correcting fuck to duck. Like, you teach it. You teach it over time. Automod is a little bitch. I like that I was half convinced that Automod was now triggering on incel, but no, it still insists that waifu is not okay. God damn it, Automod. We just told you this was fine. It's this. Oh, it did trigger on incel as well. Oh, okay. Now I see it. I just saw waifu at the end. What the fuck? It's the whole term. Oh, okay. We're just bullying Automod now. That's good. That's productive writing time for sure. Automod hates everything, I think. Like, Automod is probably incredibly salty that I communicate over this stream via microphone and it can't automatically censor half the shit that comes out of my mouth. It just has to sit there and listen to it, helpless. Because I'm pretty sure if I just typed in everything that I say into chat, Automod would just be like, ding, 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 ding. Automod helpless, more like Automod hopeless. Oh shit. Alright, so this chapter should be fun. It should be a montage of graphic kill scenes. But now I gotta think up a montage of graphic kill scenes. Gonna run to the bathroom. Oh shit, don't slip. Alright, that's Neffy's Excel. Have someone die graphically in a bathroom? Oh shit. Well, it's kill lured with the aim of sex to lure into becoming an unwilling test subject to birth more Slimoids montage, technically. But I think, like, this is one of the ones, like, I wrote out, like, a quick paragraph of synopsis for the chapter, and now that I'm up to the chapter, I'm like, I kind of need to break it down in a little more detail to follow along with before I just jump right into it. So honestly, I'm kind of like, maybe I should wrap the stream up for today. The writing stream, anyway. Because I kind of want to think on everything. Like, who the victim characters are, and how exactly... Well, they're gonna bite it by getting injected and everything like that, but, like, a little more details to make each one unique. Means we didn't, like, we caught up to, like, today's goal is 26,672, so we We got past that a little bit. Definitely not the most productive day I've had this month. But it do be like that sometimes. And again, it came in today with like needing to adjust things and restructure things. So, well, hold on. I still I didn't finish doing all the bonus scenes. Maybe I can crank one of those out. These are even less detailed than the chapter synopses I have. It's literally just single lines of ideas. General ideas. No, I think that's good for today. I can likely come back tomorrow to do more. That shouldn't be a problem. But yeah, I'm starting to feel a bit nibbly and a bit brain drained from the words. And also on top of that, shifting into like brainstorm type mode, which involves basically just me like laying on the couch and watching something mindless while thinking. So yeah. I will be back later tonight though, with the Double Visions Horror Watch Party. Watching a couple Japanese horror anthologies. Starting with Hitakawa, Evil Comes Home. And then following that up with Kadan. I didn't write down the full title, but Kadan. Whatever the fuck the full title of that is. Which that'll be fun. That's always fun. But yeah, thank you everybody for hanging out. It was a good time. I'm gonna go away and rest up and think on what to do for this chapter and everything. And then, yeah, be back later for the movies. Yeah, have a good day. Rest of your evening, Chaotica. Everybody else. Thank you, Frog, for the biddies. Just clogged out. Hell yeah. But yeah, I'll be back later. And yeah. I'm bad at ending streams, so have a good rest of the day, everybody. I'll see y'all later.